Hello guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to the first in our Michael Caine week. Yeah, it's been a while. I keep saying I was going to do Michael Caine week, but I keep putting it off because other things arise. But now we're going to do it, and tonight we're looking at my favourite Michael Caine film, and it's a spy thriller called The Ipcress File, and it's one of the Harry Palmer films. Now, if you don't know who Harry Palmer is, he's a spy. Working in the for the British spy, is it the MI5? That's it. And this is one of his stories. This is a box set that contains 3 of his stories. I think there's only been 3, but let's have a closer look at this release. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's only been 3 releases of 3 Harry Palmer films, written by Lynn Deaton. So before we get onto the story of this classic, let's see if there's any special features on the disc. So here is the physical release of Ipcress Files, which is a part of the Harry Palmer collection. Here released from the Australian company Imprint. This contains 3 of the 3 Harry Palmer films: the Ipcress Files, Funeral in Berlin, and The $1 Billion Brain. So let's have a little look. Let's open this. And this contains the movies here on Blu-ray. Basic little set. Underneath there is pictures of other releases there from Imprint. And that is the physical release of the Ipcress File. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's only been 3 releases of 3 Harry Palmer films, written by Lynn Deaton. So before we get onto the story of this classic, let's see if there's any special features on the disc. So here is the main menu for the Ipcress Files here on Imprint. The special features on this film: we have an audio commentary with director Sidney J. Fury and film editor Peter Hunt, audio commentary from film historian Troy Howarth and film historian filmmaker Daniel Kremer. Michael Caine is Harry Palmer, interview with Michael Caine. The design file, interview with production designer Ken Adams. Location report with Richard Ducree. Through the Keyhole, interview with second assistant director Dennis Johnson Jr. Counting the Cash, interview with assistant production accountant Morris Landesberger. Textile materials, US radio spots, theatrical trailer 1, theatrical trailer 2. Production photos, behind the scene photos, portrait gallery, and promotional photo gallery. And in the setup you have DTS HD surround sound, dual mono, and the audio commentaries and subtitles. And that is the special features on the Ipcress Files. So there's an absolute wealth of special features on this disc. The only thing I would say, I'd rather it be set out like a documentary rather than all these individual little interviews, but that's still fantastic. It's got a lot on there, which is really cool. So let's get to the story. As I said, this is Michael Caine starring as the spy Harry Palmer, and this one is based on there's this villainous group that are brainwashing scientists. They've got this where they can brainwash scientists to respond to a command, and they're sort of like doing all their work for them. And Harry is being drafted to help out, because at the beginning of the film we've got a scientist that gets killed on his way on a train to this sort of, I think, some sort of meeting or convention. He gets killed and his bodyguard gets killed. And so Harry is on the trail of these villains. And he's got a partner called Carswell, who's played by Gordon Jackson. And he's also a part of the MI5. It's really, really cool. The cast, other members in the cast, we've got Dolby played by Nigel Green. We've got Ross played by Guy Dolman. We've got Jean played by the lovely Sue Lloyd. We've got Radcliffe played by Aubrey Richards, and Blue Jay played by Frank Gatliff. Really strong cast. It's an amazing cast. Anyway, when Harry and Carswell deeper into this investigation, they come across this file, the Ipcress file, which is like a code thing that they finally break and suss out what it is. And so the hunt is now on for Harry and Carswell, because they don't want them to know about this file, because this file is what's used to brainwash scientists or whoever. There is one mistaken identity where Carswell is driving Harry's car and he ends up getting shot and killed. Jean, this film was also full of double agents and stuff, and I believe Jean, played by Sue Lloyd, is one of them, because she entices him to Harry into bed, if you like, and she's sort of like feeding information back because she's a double agent. And then the leader of the MI5 is basically telling, near the end of the film, that Harry's been used as a goat almost to go in, and sort of like they know that there's a double agent within the department and they're using Harry to windle him out. And obviously all this has come across because of the discovery of this file. And it's just, there's just so many wonderful things about this film. Other cast members that are in this film, we've got Barney played by Thomas Baptiste, we've got House Martin played by Oliver McGreedy, and Alice played by Frida Bamford. So it's a really wonderful British cast, really cool. Let's get on to the characters. So let's talk about the characters. Michael Caine, I still think this is his best role as Harry Palmer. I think he's fantastic in this role. He's an incredible actor. He's so diverse. He's amazing. He can play a great spy, hero, crook, teacher, whatever it is. He's fantastic. And in this, I just love him in it. This is such a 60s spy film with loads of double agents and double crossing, and the characters in it are wonderful. So let's get to my final verdict. So to me, this is an essential watch. It's a 10 out of 10. It's one of my favourite Michael Caine films, so it was going to be nothing less. And it's great to get it in this box set with the other two films. And having it laced with special features is amazing. It is the gritty James Bond. It really is. It's there's so much. It's so London. It's so British. It's unbelievable. And the music by John Barry is fantastic. Absolutely incredible. It's like a character of his own. The soundtrack's what drew me to the film, because it's so 60s in sounding. It's just amazing. I absolutely adore this film. It's one of the best spy films, and you can keep your James Bond. Give me Harry Palmer any day. The pluses of this edition by Imprint: the print is phenomenal. It looks amazing. It is so cool. The soundtrack is great. The sound is cool. It's on a 5.1. The sound. It's not any Dolby Atmos or anything like that. It's just on a basic sort of 5.1, but it's from the original mono sound. And it's really cool, and I'm looking forward to watching the other two. I won't be doing the other two in this week. I'll be doing two other Michael Caine films, but this is greatest. It's amazing. Check it out if you can. Massive shout out to my lad. Cheers, guys.